Chuck you down to there. Hello, you. Welcome to Geekism. I've absolutely raced here to get this done. I'm sorry I'm like a minute late. So I'm just going to double check everything is set up right, because I've literally come in and thrown Streamlabs up and thrown OBS up and blah, blah, blah. But people can see me, so that's good. Can they hear me? That's the next question. Can people hear me? Hello. A coaster? Ah, yes. Don't get excited about that. I'm going to explain in a moment. Do not get excited about the coaster. Hi, good. Okay, you're all there. You can all hear me. Hello, how's it doing? First of all, cheers. I hope you're enjoying something, a little bit of what you fancy tonight. There we go. Oh my god, a minute late. I know, isn't it awful? I made it to your show. Hi, Kevin. Welcome, buddy. Me and Kevin have been chatting on Twitter this week, so I'm glad you got here in the end, pal. Park is so good, thank you. Right, so here's what's going to happen today. We're going to do a little bit of work in Pinewood Hills, all right? Now, because of how videos work, I'm not explaining how videos work. Because of how my videos work and how I record videos, there's going to be stuff in here that you've not seen the time-lapse of yet, okay? So the video later this week is going to be covering some of the stuff that you're going to get glimpses of here as well. I'm really sorry, but a lot of people don't watch the live streams, so I don't really feel that it's awful that I'm repurposing that content, okay? So first of all, there's going to be stuff in the live streams that you won't have seen yet on the thingy. One of those things, this coaster. This is not a coaster. Well, it is a coaster, okay? But it's not just staying. Is Pinewood Hills your theme park? Yes, it is. Well, it's not my local theme park. We're making it up, but it's the one I'm building, yeah. So you are going to have some spoilers. This coaster is not staying, okay? There is going to be a coaster here. It's going to look something like this, okay? But this, I've literally placed this bit of track down here so I can start the process of working out how the paths are going to interact with it, okay? So yeah, this coaster is not permanent. It's purely here to like I say, to help me lay out the area, all right? So that's what you're looking at right now. You're looking at a coaster preparatory layout, all right? We're paused for some reason. Let's unpause. I have a day off from school today. This is probably the only stream I'll be able to see. Oh, that's cool. Glad you're here. I subscribed. Hello, welcome. Thank you. So, yeah, if you don't want to see videos, you haven't seen any Pinewood Hills, Carly, get out. I'm joking. You're, of course, welcome here. It's a great series, though. You should look it up. Yeah, this coaster is not a coaster. Well, it is a coaster. So, a quick glance over what we've done then. So last episode, we built this utility room here. I actually think it turned out really quite nice. I had a little bit of feedback from a few people that overall it looks pretty good. Obviously, we've got our staff room there waiting. So I'm actually organised when it comes to layout. Well, I wouldn't say organised, but I've got an idea in my head of what I want to happen, you know. So that's what we did last episode. Since then, I've been working on this building here. I don't want to show off too much of the building because, you know, that's going to be the video. So interior-wise, you're going to have to wait and see, all right? What I'd like to do in the stream today is a video here, an area here. We've got this area here, and the reason why the coaster's been put in, okay? So the reason why the coaster's been put in, I would like this area here to be a Pinewood logo, but done in flowers. Okay, so there's a few things that I've seen. A lot of different parks have these Jubilee Gardens, which is a series I'm absolutely loving on YouTube at the moment, which is Commando Santa and Ruble Trillions are working together on a really gorgeous park. They did one for Jubilee Gardens, their logo as well. I got a bit of a shout out in their series the other day. They built a British pub, and they've called it the Jaunty Sparrow. And it's all done up, and they asked me to do it. Where's Oreo? He's off. He's wandered off. I don't know. He might turn up later. Let's hope. But at the moment, we have an empty chair. Look, empty chairs and empty tables. So yeah, he's not with us at the moment. Video seems a little laggy. Is it just me? I should hope it's not me. Looks like we're not dropping any frames on this end, so I think it may well just be for you, or maybe YouTube in general. I'm sorry. Woo, haha, there you go. Ruble's in the chat, so he's got a bit of a shout out. So I'm going to do a bit of a thing that's a little bit inspired by them. But yeah, I got a shout out on theirs. They built an awesome, the Jaunty Sparrow pub. and Rubel asked me to do like a billboard, like an old school Guinness style billboard, you know, my goodness, my Guinness, that sort of thing, for them. So we did one of those, Sparrow's Ale or whatever I called it. I can't remember what it is, but definitely go and check that out. It's awesome. It's such a nice little name drop. That whole area they're doing as well is really nice. I've just gone to Be Right Back. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. That whole area they're doing is really nice as well, like a little alleyway. It reminded me so much of the what's it called? Oh, thank you, Kevin. Thank you very much, pal. I think it was when you just dragged and moved around. Oh, yeah. Please shout me out. The Ultimate Boy Gaming, Roblox, Minecraft. What a mouthful to make me shout. Yeah, they built this like sort of backstage, not backstage, but like sort of side area, like an alleyway area. It's really, really nice. And it reminds me a load of the where the Cavern is in Liverpool. I can't think what the road's called. Matthew Street in Liverpool, where the Cavern Club is. Very famous, where the Beatles first played, or not first played, but you know, did an early thing of that. And it's really good. I keep meaning to get some photos every time I'm in town to show Rubel and Commando and see what they think and see how thingy it is. What else was I going to say? Oh, community build. It's absolutely fantastic. So, DH has mentioned in the chat, community build. Some of the Geekism community have started a Geekism park, a community park. It's got nothing to do with me other than it's just people who enjoy the channel are all getting together and building something. So, they've decided to call it Sparrow Falls. Which I'm absolutely honoured by. The whole thing is just absolutely fantastic. They've got a whole Discord chat and everything. Let's see if I can find a picture of it. See if I can bring this picture up. Open original. Is that going to do it? Yeah, look at this. I can bring this up on the screen, right? This is the beginnings. This one person has taken it for a week. Who is it who's done it so far? So Archetype. So Archetype, I'm not sure if any of us seen it written down, is a real active member of the Geekism community. And they have started off what have I just done? I've closed something, haven't I? I've closed my YouTube streaming thing. Let me just get that back open up again. Else I'm going to lose track of where I am. YouTube. Bring this back open. So yeah, so they've started off, and it's absolutely gorgeous. A very similar idea of a wooden coaster sort of going across the sort of profile of the park, which is obviously something that we're going to be doing as well. A bit further back though, but this is the beginnings of it. Absolutely gorgeous, really nice, real sort of like very sort of subdued, realistic look. Exactly the sort of thing we're going for in Pinewood Hills as well. So if you'd like to be involved, I'm pretty sure we're able to open it up to people a little. So if you'd like to join, have a look in the description of this video. There will be a link to the Geekism Discord. From the Geekism Discord, can we put the link in the main chat, please? If you're around, if somebody put the link in there. Yeah, so there you go. You can see it, and they build this awesome sparrow. It's really, really great. I'm really impressed with what they've done so far. So yeah, keep an eye on that. It's gonna be good. I'll probably maybe even do a video every now and again to let you all see what's going on if you're not sort of being involved yourselves. And it is an entry to the part. Yeah, I thought it was really, really good. So let me just get my YouTube streaming back up because I need to be able to see if there's any problems with the stream. So bear with me, and then we will actually jump in. Okay, so goodbye very much, Geekism. Okay, goodbye. Thanks for coming. Matt Coleman, I'm loving Planet Coaster. Your channel is awesome. Great ideas too. Thank you, Matt. Welcome. I had a friend of mine used to be called Matt Coleman. I don't think it's you, though. That'd be pretty crazy if it was. Okay, live control room. That's the one I want. What link? Yeah, so there's a link in the description. I'm pretty sure there's a link in the description that'll take you to the Geekism Discord. Yeah, join the Discord. It's the third link down. There's lots of different links, but yeah, the third link down is the one. Hi Jake, welcome. Live control room. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Analytics. All right, cool. So right, we can do in and jump something in there and build something. It's open to all Sparrow Forces. Links in the Geekism Discord. There you go. Fantastic. But obviously, you can't just jump in and build something. That they're going to be organising who gets it for a week or two and passing it around. And it's awesome. It's fantastic. Can't wait. It says no web addresses though. Somebody with Patreon access will be able to do it. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, there you go. So this crazy bit of path needs to go. There we go. So we're going to build a Pinewood logo here, all right? And we're going to do it using a bit of a cheaty thing. We're going to get a billboard on the go, as like a template. Now I know that when Ruble did his, he didn't have blueprint billboards, so it was pretty impressive to do this without a billboard. Yeah, just described. Already loving it. Hello, Lego Luke. Welcome. Let's have a look. I think it's going to be the 32 one, isn't it? Yeah. All right. Oops. Good stuff. Rudy mentioned you in the video, I think. Oh, cool. Rudy's awesome. I had the absolute greatest pleasure meeting him at Frontier Expo, along with all the others as well. Delady, Silverette, Adfo TV, SP Ridley. SP Ridley is a machine. That guy's so funny. I swear to God, genuinely. They were all lovely, but I genuinely think I made a new friend in SP Ridley. He's such a nice guy. My wife and I found your channel when we started playing Planet Coaster. Your videos are really well done and relaxing to watch. Thanks for making them. You're very well, Gregory. Have you decided what you're going to build in the staff parking area yet? Yeah, Julian, most of the recommendations were something like a storage unit, or, you know, places to store old rides, old bits of bench and fence and stuff like that. So, and also the idea of having little golf carts that staff can use to move around. So I think a combination of those both is probably going to what we're doing. So yeah, that's probably going to be where we go with it. There we go. Discord, does this work? Just remove the spaces? It may well be. There we go. Trying to join your Discord. Like I say, there's a link in the description. Just give it a click. I'm pretty sure it'll all figure itself out. So, let's actually start building something. We can't just chat here all day, can we? Logo, black and white, Pinewood. There we go. I don't want to do the hills. All right. I just want to do Pinewood. So, what I might do, actually, that one's the same, just in colour. Let's just quickly open Photoshop. And I've made 6 videos. Good, Dave. Keep going. A video every day. I know it sounds ridiculous, but if you want YouTube to even give the slightest care about you at all, you need to be doing daily content. It's hard graft. It's hard work, but keep at it. I'm sure you do well. I'm going to just chuck this open a little and open. As soon as I'm not showing you anything I shouldn't be showing you, I'll move it all over. Geekism. Planet Coaster, Pinewood Hills, Resources, Pinewood Hills, Thumb Edit. Yeah, we can use that, can't we? Okay, we can use this to make what we need. So this is the thumbnail edit that I use. So this gets changed each week. So we can delete the episode number, we can delete that backgroundy bit, and we can crop out most of this then, because we don't want that. Oh, okay, we need to make it a directable layer. Oh, smart objects are directable. Okay, rasterize it then. There we go. And you, doesn't really matter that we've got this awful shadow, because it's just to do what we want it to do. So we're going to drag you to there and there. That's good. And then we'll quickly colour you. Oh, this is gonna mess up the whole shadow, isn't it? That's okay. All right. Quickly save this. Let's do a bit more of a contrast there. Oh God, that's horrific. Actually, probably white is probably the best contrast, isn't it? I'll tell you what then, in that case, we'll just make this black. Okay, there we go. Look at this, you're getting there. Oh, we've got that shadow. That shadow's really not great, is it? I'll tell you what, let's just back up a bit. There we go. That's what we wanted to do. Now we can rasterize it. We can get rid of all the other gunk around it. There we go. I am absolutely no Photoshop expert at all, but I usually know how to do what I want to do. What I want to do is not stretch that. What I want to do is make it as big as it'll go that way, and drop a color overlay on it of black, and drop in a solid color of white below it. And why is that color overlay not working? There we go. Cool. Right. Okay. Let's save that. JPEG, billboards, Pinewood logo. Let's just call it Pine. Let's just add Pinewood in there. Okay. Save that. Hi, I love your vids. Hi, Sam. Welcome. You're better than me. No, it's just different. When you live streamed at Frontier Expo, you mentioned one of my comments was Silverette was next to you, and I started freaking out like, oh my god, Silverette heard my name. Yeah, he's a bit of a big deal, isn't he? But he's such a nice guy, really friendly, and he hates that people sort of call him the big boss of Planet Ghoster. He just considers himself to be a guy who's creating cool stuff, which of course he absolutely is. He was really a very humble chap. Okay, let's say that. You try out the billboard maker I linked to. Yeah, Steve, it's fantastic. I mean, obviously, I prefer to do stuff a little bit more custom, but it's really great feature that is actually. Yeah, how's little Sparrow? Oh, he's doing great. He's just having a bath at the minute, actually. Yeah, it's a shame that during live stream he baths because I love bathing him. It's so much fun. But yeah, he's doing really well. Hi, your videos are almost as good as Octopi. Well, considering I've never heard of that, I'll take it as a huge compliment. Do people in Parkitect, whenever you place a path, they just walk to the end? No, Nicholas, they don't. They have a pretty good AI. In fact, it's a bit too good, if anything. They know exactly where they're going. It means it would be nice if they did wander around a little bit. Are you sure you want to be showing everyone in person? There's nothing you can't really see on there, to be honest. Okay, so that should now be in where we want it to be. So let's close that. You see all the thumbnails I've done. I did the one for the lady there. Look, loads of secret behind the scenes stuff. So if we reload that, we should have, yeah, perfect. That's what we want. Okay, so we're going to use this as a bit of a sort of test. But for now, we're actually going to delete it because I'm going to move over to where there's nothing. So we've got a bit of space that we can work with, and we don't have to hear the ridiculous music. So let's do building, and let's start it off with a column piece, as always, because then we know exactly everything is on the same building, and we can do 32, and we can chuck you down like so, and we can put the Pinewood logo on it, and you're upside down. But apart from that, you're pretty good. And you're round. Known bug that, by the way, the fact that they turn themselves off when you move them. It's not a resource thing. It's broken. Here's my classic pass. I just did it. Right, Pinewood. So still can't stop seeing the black vine. I still can't stop seeing a black vine RIP logo. Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean. Have you heard of Dreamland in Margate? Very retro. No, I haven't, but somebody else has mentioned. Well, I have heard of it, so I've not been. Somebody else mentioned it, actually. It's one I should definitely take a look at. I'm actually going to Blackpool on Thursday to do a bit of recon for this kind of style park. It's another sort of classic UK theme park. So looking forward to that. So here, oh yeah, it's almost perfect size. Are you still going to finish through the park? Yes, Bruce, we will get there. We will. Trust me, we will. I promise. We will get back there, but I'm really loving it. Why don't you do fast passes in your park? Do you know what, Luke? I just forget about them. It's as simple as that, pal. I forget about them, and because we're never too concerned with the... let me just line this up a sec. Because we're never too concerned about the simulation, to be honest. Oh, the Vine logo. Oh, I see what you mean now. Yeah. It does look a bit like the Vine logo, doesn't it? Oh, RIP Vine. Do it for the Vine. Do it for the Vine. Okay, so let's get you out like this. So I feel like this is acceptable if these are, obviously bushes. And then what we'll do is we'll go back through them and sort of rotate. So there's a bit of variation and probably even as well. Sort of change the heights of them a little as well. Color-wise, I'm not too sure yet. 3 suggestions. I'm at work, not working. Commander Sunset. Tut. By the way, why are we not in the building? I'm completely robbing the Jubilee. What is going on here? Right, there we go. Completely robbing the Jubilee Gardens of doing the logo in flowers, by the way. I mean, I know it's not just your idea, but a lot of parks do it. But I saw it and I was like, oh, yeah, that's good. So let's just chuck this everywhere. Oh my God, what am I doing? Have I just untucked them all off the building again? Ugh. Have you been to Dingle's Fairground in Launceston? They're obviously bushes. Well, they are obviously bushes. What's wrong with that? What about mixed colours? Yeah, I think so. You can change the colour of the plants, but I think multicoloured will probably get a little bit messy. But maybe like everything, like do like an imaginary line halfway through the logo, and everything below it's one colour, and everything above it's one colour, or something like that. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how we get on. The first thing we have to actually do is write the thing, isn't it? So we can do that at least, and we can do it a little bit easier than you would think, because most of it is going to be repurposed this way. Actually, just the D, but you know what? It reminds you of Gulliver's. Yeah, Gulliver's was great. That is a park I have been to, actually. There's a few Gullivers around, isn't there? I think there's like 3 different Gullivers now. There's Gulliver's World, Gulliver's Kingdom, Gulliver's I don't know, back garden. I don't know. I don't know. There's a few different ones now. Excuse me. Got a bit of windy pops. Okay, right. Relative access. Let's get some of these. Let's get a bit. See, that's curved that ever slightly, but I'm okay with it. Here we need to do that. Johnson, did you find something for that space? Yeah, I think we're going to do like a storage area. Maybe have the yellows as Leto. The yellows as Leto. Maybe have the yellows as Leto. Or a colour, and then the background mixed or one colour. Yeah, well, actually, I wasn't going to do background. It was just going to be on grass. But yeah, maybe that's the way to go about it. Okay, let's see. The good thing is now we can kind of just follow the line down to where it goes, like that. And then we'll go in and edit these just to get rid of a bit of that regularity, you know. Okay, and then we'll lift a couple up, shrink a couple down. Okay, so basically we do that. I mean, these are raised at the moment. They'll be dug into the ground, don't worry. Would you consider going to theme parks throughout Europe? Yeah, I'm hopefully, I mean, fingers crossed, hopefully, going to be doing Efteling next year, which is going to be awesome. I know they're doing a community meetup. I don't think I'm going to be able to get there for that, unfortunately. But I'm hoping, yeah, to be able to go to the Efteling, which will be awesome. Very much looking forward to that. Okay, let's carry on here. I don't know if Commando and Ruble are still here, but man, how easy would this have been for you if billboards were in the game when you did your one of these? I remember seeing it, and I remember when billboards came out, and I was like, oh, wouldn't it have been so much easier? Because we've already used it already for our regular sign here. We've actually done it already in the game, in Pinewood Hills, in fact. Mac Harmon, have you also done any Scarefest this year? No, I haven't. Do you know what? I'm not particularly into them, really, and the wife hates them. So for the most part, we don't bother. Oh, no, we don't turn it that way, do we? Like, I don't mind them. They're just, I don't really interest me very much. I like the dungeons. So I've done a few of the different dungeons in the UK. Edinburgh, London. We're hopefully going to be doing York in February because we've got a Merlin Pass and they're included in that. So, oh gosh, Ruble did those. Felt so bad. Yeah, but it did look awesome. But yeah, after billboards came out, it would have just been a little bit neater, you know. Not neater. I mean, looks awesome. I mean, the process would have been neater, you know. All right, let's. Would it be possible to make a flower clock? Gosh, probably should have read that before reading it out that quick. And now we've moved it. Yeah, do you know what? I completely agree. In Jubilee, I know I haven't spoken to you about this actually. The getting away from that grid by moving the Ferris wheel was a really great idea. It's really opened the park up. I know it's one of those things. It's difficult to do, and I think part of it comes from years of playing maybe gridded titles. But I think part of it just from coming, it looks really neat when you do it, doesn't it? And then you look back and you actually think, oh, do you know what? It's a bit too neat. It's a bit too perfect, this, isn't it? Geekism, recently found your channel. I've been binging my way through every Planko related the past few weeks. Finally caught up. Just want to say, great job. You're awesome. Thank you so much. I'm really glad you're enjoying the content. Check out some of the other stuff. We play some other cool games. I'm really surprising myself with how much I'm enjoying Machine Key at the minute. Like that game, I've just never played that sort of thing. Yeah, I have to remake that Burn 2. Oh god, yeah, I'm not looking forward to doing that. Like seriously, terrain wise, holy Christ, this thing here, that took me like half an hour today, and it's still not right, That is just crazy. That took me so long to do. Kevin Dover, he's doing great. Thank you so much for asking. Yeah, he's just having a bath at the minute. I'm going to take my 5-year-old to Legoland this Friday. I think I'm more excited than him. Awesome. Will Pinewood be using the display sequencer? Maybe. I haven't really thought of a reason for it to at the moment, but yeah, maybe. Maybe some dead flowers. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a really good idea, actually. Change the colour, knock them down to be a bit of a grim version of what they are. World axis for the O. There you go. Loving the Machine Key videos. Reminds me of Transport, Skyline, and Locomotion. Yeah, it's very similar to those, apparently. I mean, I didn't really do those kind of games. It's really the first, apart from Tracks, whatever it was called, that we did the other day with the little the toy train one. I've never really done that sort of thing before, but yeah, I'm really getting into it. I saw Uthris play it, who's another great Planet Coaster player who's just got totally burnt out with Planet Coaster, so he's really sort of branching out into other stuff, and it's some of the stuff he's playing is awesome. Wanneer ist da up. Sorry, Pro Edit. I'm not too sure what language. I think it sounds German. If you're asking me when the update is, I have no idea. What kind of roller coaster do you like, John T? Anything really. I love a coaster. I'll go on anything. I'm a big fan of anything that's highly themed. So you give me something like Expedition Everest, or in the UK something like 13. Although 13 is not massively themed, but for the UK it's pretty good, Part of me likes those over other stuff, but then I also am a big fan of a Hyper or a Giga, something like oh god, what's the new one called at SeaWorld? I forget now. Not Mako, or is it Mako? Yeah, it is Mako, isn't it? Mako at SeaWorld. Ugh, that thing's gorgeous. But yeah, anything with a bit of a story, bit of a theme, like the stuff in Harry Potter at Universal, or anything like that. Don't know an Uthris guy. Are you like Beetlejuice, mate? What is going on? I say your name and up you turn up. Welcome. So we've got Uthris, folks. We've got some big, really good Planet Coaster players in this chat right now. Uthris, Commander Sander, Ruble Trillions. Oi, it's making me feel a little bit self-conscious. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Okay, let's have a look. Is that enough variation in the words in the things? Okay. So colour-wise, I think what we'll do is we'll keep. Well, I quite like this yellow colour that we've got going on. It is yellow, isn't it? Yeah, like an orange, isn't it? Work, lurking, you know that. Yeah, of course. Uthris only watches my stream when he's in work. I only watch Uthris when I'm in work. Gamer Boy, hello, welcome. Transport Fever is cool, sort of like Machine Key Plus, but maybe I'll get a look into it. Now I've got into it. SeaWorld has Atlantis. Yeah, Atlantis is cool. Water coaster, like we're getting in the update. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Do you know what? We can delete this billboard now, can't we? Let's have a look at how that looks. Oh, it looks pretty good. Okay, pretty happy with that. What I'm going to do is come through here, select a few of these, and tweak the colour a little. Maybe just lighten them up a little. Okay, and then we're going to go over again. And hope not to click the same ones twice. I have at some point, but never mind. And darken them a little. Okay, and then I'm gonna do, as somebody suggested, a few dead ones. So what would dead ones be? They'd be like a deep green, wouldn't they? All right. Can you make a Gertzlower in a future episode of Pinewood Hills? As soon as I know what a Gertzlower is, I will. Sorry, not a coaster guy. I mean, I love him, I ride him, but yeah. All right, so what Pinewood really needs is a Kraken. Shush you. Actually, yes, that'd be perfect. As a park, it feels very Oakwoody. I need to find out what it is now. It's a type of coaster, I assume. Revenge of the Mummy would be a cool type of track in Planko. Yeah, so like it would like, and it can reverse and stuff. Dark brown, yeah. I like a dark greeny. Let's do like a real dark brown one here then. So they're not really dead. There we go. Maybe another one next to it. So like it's something that's been like that's catching, and I haven't really been able to do anything with it yet. Gertzlower is like Smiler. Oh right, okay, cool. Yeah, okay, I know what you mean now. What about a mini park museum in the staff car park? I think the park museum is a good idea. I don't think it would work well there, and I think we need to have more stuff. The E could use some space in the hoop. Yeah, all right, I'll go with that. I'll go with that. Quite like the idea that occasionally it's fuller as well, you know. I might just carry that over some places, you know what I mean? Like some places you can't actually see each individual bush. Individual. You know, so like this sort of thing. When it's really sort of grown out in some places. Okay, John T. Can't stop as I missed the beginning, but I'll watch tomorrow. Looking good. Oh, cheers, Joe. No problem. Thanks for popping by, buddy. All right. Okay, so let's get you in place, and then we'll see what we're doing about the rest of it. So we'd like you to go here. That's where you're going to be. And you're going to be on a... What was it called? Rubel used a really good word for it before. Oh, we can't... Oh, we need to be in it, don't we, to affect it? Okay. So select it all, but not you. There we go. And then knock yours up. Just enough. Like that. Is that enough? Let's have a look. No, it needs to be a little bit more than that, doesn't it? I mean, it's only really high up because I think it starts to look a bit unrealistic. But the E kind of looks like a lube. That's okay. It looks like a lube on the lettering, to be honest. Have you been on Valhalla at the Pleasure Beach? No, Phil, I haven't. Thursday, I'm going on it for the first time. I can't wait. It's meant to be one of the greatest dark rides in the world. I'm so excited. Haven't been to Pleasure Beach for years and years. There we go. I think it means more green around it. Yeah, we will. We're going to definitely do some stuff around it. I kind of want to get it put into place first. A berm. Thank you, Rubel. A berm. So what's the best way of doing a berm? Is it kind of like building up using the flattened surface and then kind of playing around? Or is it... Actually, it's probably not do the flowers first, isn't it? That's probably the advice most people would give, I reckon. Do not do the flowers first. Okay, so there is kind of roughly where it's going to be. Flatten the surface is going to be like there. Well, okay. This. Oh, it's not quite right. Okay. Well, do you know what? Let's. Right. John, did you know the series Bro Coaster? Yeah, of course I do. Bro Coaster is like the best Planet Coaster series, other than Jubilee Gardens, of course. But yeah, Bro Coaster is absolutely fantastic, and Rubel did some amazing work in there as well. That station man for Peregrine, was it for Peregrine? Was just stunning. Okay, right. I feel like I've probably gone around this the best way I could. So now we need to go and sort of like push it back out, really, don't we? Tidal wave at Thorpe is very moist. Yeah, apparently Valhalla gets you really wet. Yeah, apparently I have heard people say that like be prepared. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Very much so. I have to knock the size down a little on this, aren't I? Do a bit of finer. So high to get my piece in January, basically only get it for Blanco. Yeah, I kind of I built this for WoW at the time, and it ran well. Maybe I should join. What should I join? We need to go a little bit bigger than 1, don't we? 1, you get these funky little. Hello, everyone. I welcome to you. Welcome, Rady. How's it going, buddy? Very glad you could join us. Are you doing a vlog on Thursday? I'm going to try. Yeah, I'm actually there in a professional capacity, so to speak. So I have been given permission to record some footage. So it'll either be a vlog or it'll be some cool photos that I put on thingy. I've just been finished making the ice stream of my Valhalla recreation. Oh, cool. So come Thursday, I'll know what those words mean. Which would be good, wouldn't it? Right, let's try and get rid of some of these little... There we go. Do you know what? I kind of like I know that the ones that... the one of these that Rubel did was almost like perfect. Kind of like the idea of this one being a little ropey, you know? Like a little off in some places. Join one episode with on Planet Brocoaster. I would love to, but it's an invite only kind of situation. And to be honest with you, they're kind of wrapping up the series. But whatever they end up doing next, I would absolutely love to be involved. I talk to those guys quite a lot, and they're huge inspirations of this park, and they also give some really great advice for this park as well. Because this sort of build style is really quite new to me. You know, like when I first started playing the game, I played just like funky. I just put everything down, you know, and made it look awesome and cool and crazy. And this sort of more subdued style is much more work, to be honest. But also they just give some great tips on little tiny details, that stuff you wouldn't think of, but when they say it, you go, oh god, yeah, that's such a good idea. You know. I'm going to Valhalla a week tomorrow. Oh, awesome. Are you going to do a Halloween live stream? No, I'm not, because I'm actually working Halloween evening, so I'm actually going to be missing the live stream that week. I might try and do one on a different day. But yeah, actually going to be working on Halloween this year, which I'm looking forward to. It's going to be good. But yeah, it means I won't be able to stream very much, unfortunately. If you want a gentle slope, a good way of doing it is use the flattened foundation and feather click it top to bottom and use the smooth tool a few times. Yeah, well, we did flatten foundation to start off with. I think smooth tool is probably the way to go. Yeah, I didn't actually think of the smooth tool. That will hopefully kind of level a lot of this out here at the top. Yeah, that's looking good. So how are we looking? Is there any... The main thing I don't want is like flowers sticking out, which is kind of what we've got there. A little. Fun fact, my mate is the one who named Rum Racers. Oh, cool. Yeah, that was our... still one of my favourite things I've ever built. That was the pirate-themed... pirate-themed things. What are they called? Go-karts. Yeah, that was really good fun, actually. Okay. Alright, kind of liking how this has turned out. Feel like we should have a slightly softer approach here and here. This coaster can go now. Now I know where the logo is going, because that's all that was there for, was to figure out where Pinewood logo was going. First stream of yours I've caught. Hi Aaron, welcome. Best friend is getting married on Halloween. She's got amazing spooky. That's awesome. Do you know what? A friend of mine got married on Halloween. Actually, they're very into like all creepy stuff, and it was amazing. She had this gorgeous like blood red dress on. It was fantastic. Okay, let's knock the intensity up just a little, and sort of take this out a little each way. Look, we're gonna mess up ourselves here. These ice cream vans aren't staying, by the way. Again, there's going to be a lot of stuff like that in this park where it just kind of sits until we figure out what the hell we're doing with it. To be honest with you, this would probably have got moved around if it wasn't for the fact that it's terrain. But there we go. Pinewood Hills now has a hill. So you can all stop moaning. Everyone who moans that Pinewood Hills doesn't have any hills in it. I generally got the best comment the other day. It said, considering it's called Pinewood Hills, there are no pines and there are no hills. I was like, yeah, good, well spotted. And Alton Towers isn't in Alton. There's not many towers in it. What are you going to do? Okay, let's have a look. Oh, that's all right. Okay. There we go. Should I do my homework or watch this? You should go and do your homework, Elliot. John, you could build a storage building in that staff aerospace. It'd be filled with other equipment. Yeah, that's a good idea. I think that's probably what we're going to do. Please shout out. Okay. Ah! There you go. You could put some of the low bushes sunk into the ground underneath the logo. Yeah, I think we need to sort of mess it up a bit. I'm wondering whether the colour's not right. Whether it shouldn't be. Oh, the height. I think the height is right. I think we've got the right sort of angle. Just a few places I'm seeing a bit too much shadow underneath the flowers. I'm wondering maybe like a purple or like a light, a white or something. Can you please ride the coaster in the background? Delaney, it wasn't even finished. It was literally just a bit of track that we were using to place this put this into place. Would you rather watch Stranger Things Season 2 the whole day or stream for your channel the whole day? Oh, stream. Like, Stranger Things is good, but it wasn't amazing. Ice cream truck and the tracker truck. Yeah, that's right. Are you enjoying the spooky pack? Yeah, love it. Not built anything spooky with it, but absolutely love it. There's so many cool little things in there. Welcome, Bram. Have you seen any videos from Channel 5 Gaming? Yes, Jonathan, I'm not a fan. I'm at work while watching. Ultimate multitasking, good stuff. Don't get caught. I feel like the only one who doesn't like it. No, I'm okay with it. It makes me laugh when somebody asks for a shout out and John literally shouts out. How'd you make those food trucks? I'm really interested in building one. They're just pieces. They're just art pieces, apart from the wheels. Pretty much everything else is art pieces and other little like bits and bobs. So like the wind mirrors are lights. A lot of it's signage knocked into art pieces. But yeah, for the most part, it's art pieces, pretty much. And then the other one's just a recolor of it. Yeah, brighter, I think. Yeah, I agree. Maybe still yellow, but brighter. So it's doable. We can do that, and we can change them all in one go. So, like yellow. Yellow is quite a cheap flower, apparently. I don't know. Pine tree, hot tub. Hi, Stokies. It's hot tubs or Krakens with you lot. There we go. So maybe do quite like a light. So hard to tell when it's selected though, what it looks like. 'Cause it looks so different. Could you add a food stall in the food trucks? Yeah, anything can go in them. You could put what you like into them. Hey, John, brilliant part so far. Definitely my favourite piece of YouTube. Oh, thank you. Cool. I'm so glad to hear that you aren't a fan of Johnny. I'm convinced he's just scamming people. No offence to people who are subbed. I wouldn't go as far as say that he's scamming people. I'm not personally a fan of people making money out of other people's content. I've done a couple of sort of showcases in the past, and I never really felt comfortable doing them, especially monetizing them. So I don't do them anymore. Something is coming. Something's in progress at the moment that is going to help with this problem, which is going to be good. I feel like the whole thing needs to be lifted up a bit. I feel like some of it's getting a bit lost. No, the problem is we lift it all up. We need to just continue working on terrain, don't we, to get that N and the top of this W and stuff like that. There's always money in the banana stand. Oh yeah, we could do it. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Like a banana looking stand. That'd be really good. I'm just laughing, right? So the other day I was building this, and the wife asked me what I was doing when I was. She was in the background watching, and I was messing with trigger duration and all this, and she was like, "What's all that you're changing there just for a wing mirror?" And I said, "Oh, it's not a wing mirror. It's actually a light. It's like an uplighting thing, like a wall light. But I'm stopping it from turning on, so it doesn't shine light off it, and I'm making it look like a wing mirror." And then a moment later, I did this where you take the pieces of the ice cream, and she said, "Are they all individual pieces just for ice cream?" I said, "Yeah." And she went, "How ridiculous. There are 5 pieces." It was just 3, but I use these other bits down here. So there are 5 pieces to make a giant ice cream, but there's no wing mirrors. I think that kind of sums up Nicola's review of the game. Too many ice cream pieces, not enough wing mirrors. Make me chuckle anyway. I think white. I think this should be white. It's white with maybe like a little bit of colour where the white's sort of died off or whatever. Alright, let's do that instead. And then also, the couple of dead ones we do will look a little bit more noticeable, I guess. As well, try painting the ground with that dark grass. Oh yeah, we could do with affecting the grass actually. Yeah, that's a good point. So I have a couple of dead ones, one in the P, one in the W, one up here in the D. And you can be kind of like a nasty sort of brown, almost like a browny grey. There we go. Maybe a stupid question. There's no such thing as a stupid question. The only stupid question is one that's not asked. How do you identify colours so well as a colourblind person? It's a great question. I know where stuff is on that grid. So I've just learnt where stuff is on here. So we know that this is white, this is black, and that's grayscale, and then the colour is up here, and then black is down here. So if I want a colour, I go up here. If I want a darker colour of this, if I want a darker version of that colour, I come here. If I want a sort of more muted version of it, I come here. If I want a light version, I come along here, and so forth. And then up here, I know this scale, so I know it goes red, orange, yellow, green into blue, purple, pink, red. And that's it. I just learned that. So I know that if I want a deep pink, I kind of go here and then here, maybe a bit further up into the red, something like that. Now, does it always work? No. Do I get things wrong a lot? Yeah, all the time. Am I a fan of Uthris, Delayed in Silver? I'm a massive fan of all of them, yeah. Did you get your signals sorted out? What signals? Dante, if you had to pick, what would you say is a better name for a themed area, Desert Island or Drylands? I'm struggling with a name for my park. What sort of area is it? Because they're both good names, but they're both quite different. Sorry. Make it easy yourself. Put a lower set of bushes as a flat backdrop, flat grassy green, then lift Pinewood up a notch or 5. Voila. Yeah, I think it needs to be on the grass, though. I know what you mean. But I do kind of feel like it needs to be... Oh, the dead ones look good. I like that. Let's do a bit of terrain paint. So we've got this one. Yeah, I think this is the sort of thing we're going to need to do. I'm going to have to kind of paint this. I'm not very... This is where I do struggle, things like terrain paint, because I find them all so samey and sort of a little bit tricky to work with. All this back here is going to have trees on it, so don't worry too much about that. And then down here, we're going to have a path, walled area. So I love this one that has a bit of blue in it as well. It's like really tiny little flowers. It's almost like a heather. I think it looks great. We'll have a little bit of rock work coming in as well, just a tad, just from like where concrete's poured over type thing. How about make those flowers in the name of a gradient? Oh god, you're getting tricky now. But then of course that would be expensive, so that's why we're not going to do it. You've still got one pink flower. Oh yeah, we have. Look, even I can see that. Oh, I kind of want to leave it. No, we won't. Is it that one? Or is that the dead one we've done? No, it isn't. That is like a reddy pink, isn't it? All right, we'll have you as brilliant blue. You've just that one's just been replaced. It's a very deserted, dry area where oases are in. I like dry land. I think that sounds good because you've also got like it's dry land. It's also dry land, if that makes sense. That's really awful, but that does make sense. First stream I catched. Hi, Mass Melon. Welcome. Very active member of the Geekism Discord. The one random pink plant. They need to be pine trees. They will be pine trees. The place is called Pinewood. Come on. Right, okay. Anyway, what are we doing? That looks better with the darker wood. I like it. We'll do a bit more work as the rest goes in. So we need to now work on some planting. So let's go to... In fact, we'll stay in this building just because it makes it easy for moving stuff around. Oh, my neck is killing me today. So here, we'll do a little bit down here once the wall's in place. Are there suddenly more birds? I can never figure birds out in this game. They just randomly, just massively appear. It's crazy. I don't get it at all. And turn the lines of surface off. So we can drop stuff down. Very active member of the community build, that's right. How can I join the Geekism Discord? There is a link in the description. Actually, that's the easiest way to do it. Right, alpine fir. Well, it's fir. It's a pine, isn't it? Let's be honest. We've got spruce as well. Again, pine. I think actually is anything in the game that is called pine. And we have this cute little mate. Oh wow, that's cute. Why haven't I ever seen this before? That's a really pretty little tree. Oh man. And we have a Douglas fir as well. That's ginormous. All right, so let's start with one of these, and we'll kind of get a scale. Hi, Leon. Let's maybe put you shush you up for a little bit. Link in the description there. Please, can you move on? Move on to what? Just put a little sign saying, please keep off the flowers or something. Yeah, good idea. Depends how long you've been playing Planko. Yeah, do you know what it is? It's because my head's turned to this side a little. The reason Pinewood Hills has no pines or hills is that it's originally opened by Mr. Pinewood and Mr. Hills. Why haven't I thought of that already? Please play Creativerse. No, thank you. It was good fun while it lasted, but we've moved on from that. Yeah, Pinewood Hills is Mr. Pinewood and Mr. Hills. That is stunning. Okay, so let's keep you pretty low-lying. So these are going to be these aren't going to be natural. These are going to be planted. So we can really sort of pay attention to how they sit against each other. Where's that mega one? No, we don't want snowy ones, do we? There we go. This mental one here. So what we'll do is we'll actually pop you back a little, so that you sort of come from behind the hill. There we go. Oh, that's good. Try something like a ride. Oh no, we're not going to be doing rides anytime soon in this park. Jesus, this is a YouTube Let's Play. We don't build rides. What are you? Birch. See, birch looks nice as well. It adds a little bit of lighter colour to the space, doesn't it? I feel like you're going to let me off the odd birch, aren't you? You're going to let me off the odd birch just to create that slightly lighter grass. Grassy green, excuse me. And the reason there are so many birds are because they are attracted to Mr. Sparrow. Why aren't I thinking of these absolute zingers? Swamp tree. Alright, where's our firs gone? Alpine fir, this nice cute little one can go here. I remember Creativerse. We had a great time in Creativerse. It was awesome. It just didn't do as well as it kind of needed to on the channel after a while. Like I'll give everything a go, you know, and I'll give it a fair run as well. But eventually it kind of gets to the point where you're like, do you know what? It's just not really worth my time from a YouTuber point of view. And unfortunately, I know it sounds awful, but you kind of have to start thinking like that eventually if you're taking YouTube serious. It's horrible. It's one of the worst things about YouTube is that whenever this thing that YouTubers guilt, this idea that if you're playing a game, even if you're enjoying it, it gets to a point where you're like, yeah, I can't play this anymore. Oh, that looks good. That looks dark and dingy. I like it. Not my question to answer, but blue fire is amazing. Oh, I don't know. Favorite coaster in real life? Not type coaster. If the actual proper coaster, can't it be Mr. Pinewood and Mrs. Hills? Yeah, sure, of course it can. It could be Mr. It could be Mrs. Pinewood and Miss Hills if you like. They don't exist, so you can call them what you like. When you make a fence in front of the sign, maybe make it a bit bent or broken where people have been climbing over it. Yeah, for people who've been jumping over it for photos and stuff. There have been quite a few interesting updates to Creativerse. Maybe worth a visit. Yeah, the sci-fi pack looked really good, and the industrial pack looked really good as well, actually. What's the path wall going to be made out of? I don't know. Something low-lying stone. Birch maple and the small red one work brilliantly together. A small red one. You're going to have to tell me what the small red one is. Look at those things. They're crazy. There's that big red one. Oh, that's quite small, actually. It does look nice. It's very different to what we've put in so far. Although it could probably go there and sort of finish off that space. No, I don't like it. Now remember, there's going to be a coaster sitting behind here as well. Let's do in the middle here. Let's do a little birch. Let's do a little... We'll just do like a little smaller set. Like these have been planted later on. But like I say, these were most likely sort of planted grown. You know, these will have been imported in. We'll do a low one of you as well. Okay. Welcome to the Geekism Discord. Happy. Oh, cool. You found it. Awesome. Good. Wouldn't planted flowers like that usually have a mulch under them? They would. It's kind of why we've gone for this sort of like chunkier grass texture. I don't really want to use the whole mulch pieces, those coconut pieces we've been using, because I think they'd be quite tricky to do. One thing I do probably want to do, though, is turn angle snap back on, wherever that is. It's in the piece, isn't it? Not angle snap, sorry, align to surface. Turn that back on and do a bit of work with this here. There we go. So again, we've gone for this nice thing. You know what? It's taken care of. They come in every day and they trim it down, and they, you know, but it's just overgrown and it's British, and it's, you know, we have mold and we have nastiness in our planting. It's just kind of how it goes. Yeah, like that. A little bit overgrown. Could do with a little bit of tender TLC, but you know what? There's bigger things for them to worry about. So it's readable. It says Pinewood. It looked a hell of a lot neater than this when they built it, but now it's okay. It didn't answer Game Boy's question, John T. What's your favourite coaster? Oh, I mean, it changes daily, to be honest. It changes whenever I have a think about it, but I would say probably either Cheetah Run at Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay, or Expedition Everest at Animal Kingdom, Florida. Orlando. Animal Kingdom, Orlando. I'd say it's probably one of those. Okay, see, I don't really like that. Want to do a little bit of bushery. Bushery? Bushery. Down here, then. Just like where there's some dead spots. Down here. Kind of going to have to sort of like square the area off, really, because I don't really know what's coming next. So, as in like what's happening further down here. So we kind of have to see how we get on with it. Solid choices, both are awesome. Yeah, those are my two. I love Cheetah Run just because it's so smooth, man. It's just so smooth. I love Expedition Everest because it's a great story and just all really well put together. Where's that one I really love? That one. Oh, I love this thing. I use this far too much. Just tucked in like that. At the bottom there, underneath the plants. So tight to get on Taran, yeah. Hi, Kamikaze, how's it going? I'm looking forward. We'll get to a few new ones next year. We've got Thingy, SWA, Wicker Man, whatever it's going to be called. We're pretty sure it's Wicker Man, aren't we now? Icon as well next year at Blackpool. It's going to be great. And like I say, hopefully we're going to be doing Efteling, so that'll be another sort of 4 or 5 off my list, I think. Yeah. Nemesis at Towers will never be beaten. Do you know what? It really is a great coaster, and I think we forget sometimes because it's getting a little old now, you know. But it really is a great coaster. It could do with a retrack. I'd love to see it get a bit of TLC. Will they do it? No, because it would cost as much as a new coaster near enough, and you know it's very difficult to advertise, isn't it? You know, new for 2021. Nemesis runs a little smoother. you know, it's a difficult thing for them to advertise. There we go. I think that looks all right. It looks nice and overgrown, but still, you know, readable. Congrats on the birthday official. Thank you so much, Wayne. Thank you very much. Oh my God, John T. When would love to meet you. When what, pal? You're going to be on Discord afterwards. I don't think so, DH. I'm sorry. I'm absolutely exhausted tonight, so I'm going to get off and head to bed, I think. Stealth is great. Yeah, oh, yeah, Thorpe Park. I've never done Thorpe Park, you know. Hopefully doing that next year. Can't see it lasting more than another 10 years. No, I can't either. When you get recognised in a stream, Geekism, do you feel like part of the Beatles? I do. Yeah, because the Beatles are always getting recognised in YouTube live streams, weren't they? You should make an Alpine Forest part of the park. Yeah, well, the park is in an Alpine Forest eventually, but we'll be doing that stuff later on. But yeah, it will be. But it looks like I'm going to love it when I go in April. What's your favourite Beatles song? Very nice. Okay, cool. So let's start working on a bit of a wall. I like a nice classic stone wall. I'm just going to run it along here for now because, like I said, I'm not 100% sure what we're doing with this path yet. I feel like we could, because Toverland was going to be build a wing coaster for Phoenix. Look it up. Oh yeah, they're doing a whole new area, aren't they? It looks really good actually. When are you going to Efteling? Sorry, I'm actually going as part of my work, so I'm not actually allowed to say anything about it, unfortunately, because I work with vulnerable adults. I work with adults with learning difficulties and special needs. So unfortunately, it's gonna be a private affair, but I'm really looking forward to it still. Can't believe how quickly you built this. That would have taken me all afternoon. Yeah, well, like, to be honest with you, I'm going to keep tweaking it. But we now have pines in Pinewood, okay, and I'm calling that a hill. So we now have a hills in Pinewood. The Pinewood Hills has Pinewoods and hills. All right, so you can all shut up. What's your favourite entertainer in the game? Mascot? It's got to be Gulpy. Gulpy's he's awesome, man. Looking forward to the Paramount theme park in London. It's not going to be a Paramount theme park. Paramount have actually pulled out. It's still being built, apparently. Personally, I think it's going to sit in development hell forever. But yeah, Paramount have pulled out, unfortunately. How long will the stream be on for? We're going to be going for another hour. It's going to be 9 PM in the UK time, BST. We're still in BST, aren't we? I can't remember. Okay, load of crap. Yeah, I think that's turned out quite nicely. It looks, it looks neat, it looks smart, but it's a little overgrown, and that's kind of what we like. I kind of want to do a little bit more work underneath the plants here, so let's just go back into bushes, and we use this. This Scaevola, or whatever it's called, man, is so good for creating overgrowth like this. Look at that. It just adds so much to any space you're working with. I would like if this park was realised, it would be awesome. I would totally visit this park. But then there's loads of parks I'd visit. I'd love to visit Bro Coaster. I'd love to visit Koali Beach. How good would that be, man? Koali Beach is stunning. Yeah. It's all good, man. And I think that says a lot about the game, is that you create these places that genuinely look like... how would you rather, Baron or Taran? Well, I've rode neither, but Baron looks fantastic. So I don't know. I genuinely couldn't tell you. Could not tell you. He's making a campsite now. It's like, yeah, we are going to be doing a campsite, yeah, because I feel like a campsite will fit this park a little better, and also it will fit the sort of British narrative a little bit more, because, man, we love our camping. Do you see the maintenance shed idea for the staff? Did you see? Yes, I did. I think that's probably what I'm going to go for. A lot of people suggested, just sort of various levels of maintenance shed, old bits of coaster and stuff like that. I think that's probably what we're going to do, but I'm going to be doing that in a time lapse, because I haven't quite figured out in my head what I want to do. I always kind of like to have a pretty good idea of what I'm doing on a live stream. Yeah. So that's that. There we go. That's better. And then we'll go back into our terrain, and we'll use this darker paint to kind of fill out underneath a little more here as well. Is that the one that's like really over the top, or that? No, that's the base one. There's that one that's like, what are you? You're like a dead grass almost, and then you're like the really dead grass, and then you're like the ground one. There was one that was like leaves. That must have been in another biome. That's a shame. I'm not messing with the custom biomes because they always mess up whenever I try and do them. What's my favourite theme park? Oh man, that's a really tough question. Probably Islands of Adventure. Oh no, actually, it wasn't that good this time. Last time I went. Don't know. Spoiler alerts, that new building is an arcade then. How do you know? Did I flash it? Yes, we're working on an arcade, yeah. But it's not ready yet, so you're not going to see it. Love all these features like sound, etc. Yeah. Do you like this style of part more than you did to part? Oh god, yeah. To build with, yeah, it's much more interesting and fun and satisfying. Yeah, 100%. In real life, no, I'd probably prefer something really overly themed and stuff. Big one infusion. Oh, the big one, love it. I'm a sucker for hypercoaster. Can you add mini conifers? Yeah. Let's do a thing. Let's do a thing. I don't know what I'm trying to say. A wall. I want to do like a... What are you? Oh, yeah, this is the new retaining wall, isn't it? This looks great. I mean, I don't think I'm going to use it here, but I think it'll work really nice as a retaining wall. So probably like here. Try my hardest to cover up the new area. Like this would be a really good retaining wall here, wouldn't it? Haunted house stone wall base. And there's a corner to it as well. Yeah, like in there, like obviously we're going to play with the train. I think that's what we're going to do. That'd be really good. What are you? Ah, I haven't seen this piece before. Is that part of the spooky? Oh, wow. What a useful little bit. Love it. Love it. I do. I love it. And what are you? You're the... Oh, you might be nice. Crypt stone trim. Is that... You're going to have to help me out here with colours. Is that like really nasty green and stuff, is it? Or is it okay? Talk normal or leave? What's your favourite flavour of condom? Rockfort. Gamer Boy, Stokies is fine, mate. He's always here and always winding me up. Please don't worry about him. Will the Woody be a GCI type or an older style, the Big Dipper style? Yeah, although we may well end up doing a GCI later on in the park. I think this park will fit Woodies really well, so I'm thinking maybe 2 or 3. I'd like to do a side friction as well, like a hop the dips, dip the hops, loop the gaps, rock your socks, whatever it's called. Maybe one of those as well. So yeah. Have you ever ridden Infusion at Blackpool? Yeah, it's not great. It's all right, but it's not great. It's like a nasty slimy green. Yeah, I thought it was. Can we change that, or no matter what we do, does it stay slimy green? It looks like it stays. Yes, the only colours you can actually change are, yeah, maybe okay by water, but I think it's a bit too much for here. That's a shame. We'll have to go for one of the standard walls then. That's fine, because they have that. There was that nice new column that they added here, graveyard pillar. This is lovely. So I'd like to do something with this. I think that's what we'll do. Hop the gaps. There we go. Yeah. Stays green, yeah, I thought so. Hi, John, what have I missed? Stampy, this is what you missed. We built a Pinewood in flowers. Pinewood logo. Old Pinewood logo. And that there is next episode. Don't look. Right, okay, let's do a wall piece then. I think we're going to go castle, because I want some brick here. Let's have a look. Castle, yeah, this. This is what I want. Alright, I could do with... I think I could do with the animatronic guy. I know we use him so much. This guy's like the star of the series so far. And I want to kind of see how... So I feel like that's a bit too tall now, you see, seeing that. So I'm going to come out of there, actually, and drop the whole thing to... I know it's taking him with it, isn't it? So it doesn't really help us, but... Let me bring him back up. Yeah, that's... Yeah, I don't want it to be a high wall, this. It's just like a sort of thing that's a little bit too high for you to hop over, you know? What about a Go Ape assault course? Yeah, I have thought about that, actually. Or at least... I want to do at least a kids' play area. But yeah, I have thought about the idea of like doing a high ropes, yeah. Yeah, I think this park would definitely need a playground. Yeah, I do as well. It's an easy space, isn't it? Hello, Greens from Holland. Hello, welcome. Got to go by. See you, Ryan. Thanks for coming. Pancaro scenery can't handle it. Oh, what are we asking for? What about a Go Ape assault course with zip wire climbing way for this park would suit it? Of course it can handle it. We could totally do. We could totally do as if. Yeah, it wouldn't work. Like nobody would do anything to it. But you could totally make one that looks good. 100%. Yeah, no problem at all. All right, let's go back into building. And get rid of castle. So I'm pretty sure this thing. It is the same as the castle wall. I thought it was. So I just wanted to double check. Same sort of colouring and stuff, isn't it? Alright. What about a river with canoes in it? Yeah, that's a good idea. I do want to do a... what am I drinking? Oh yeah, just Budweiser. It was just cheap. I'm not much of a... I know that there's a bit of a sub-genre of Planet Coaster where people are really into their beers and stuff. I'm just not. I'm like, yeah, whatever gets me drunk. Yeah, I'm not the most... they're only on the one side. Sorry, I got all excited. Not the biggest aficionado when it comes to ale. I'm gonna drop you down there because you look great. Oops, no, I didn't want to do that. Let's get you right first. There we go. Yeah, there. And I might as well bring you up to the brick, so it's just like one layer of brick. That'd be good. Right, I need something to go along the top. Let's have a look. Wall decoration. So we've got the usual stuff. It's all a bit too over the top. Castle decorative course. As long as we get the colour the same as that, it'd probably work quite nicely actually. So let's copy you. Check which colour you are. No, you're not what I want to do. No, you're not what I want to do either. And I'm guessing you're... yeah, you are. So reset. So it's whatever colour you are. Okay. Have a berry for me, Jonty. I'm banned for 9 months. Oh, my word. Are you really? Are you really? Carly, is there a reason it's 9 months specifically? Are you telling me something fantastic right now? Oh, how I love Iceland. I've never been. Carly, if you're telling me what I'm thinking you're telling me, that's absolutely fantastic news. That short wall is so annoying. The lines on the top don't match the brick lines on the side. Oh, God, yeah. Oh, God, yeah. Well, we're going to cover that up anyway, so I won't worry. Yeah, that is awful, though, isn't it? Stick a crow on it. Shush you and your crows. Carly, I am. It is. Oh, Carly, that's absolutely fantastic news. I wish you all the best. It's a fantastic. I don't know if you're already have a little one, but it's an absolutely amazing experience. I'm loving every single second of it so far. Congratulations. I was really hoping that would fit neater in there. Benches, please. Yeah, we'll do benches. Don't worry. That's absolutely. Oh, made up. I'm absolutely made up. We've got that thing. We use that a lot, though, don't we? Oh, that could do. Yeah, we can't actually colour you, though, can we? Colour you. Oh, I didn't mean to put you down. But you're not bad, though. You're actually not bad. Hello, 12 going on 13. Do you speak any other languages than English and Planko? I don't speak Planko, mate. Only James Stant speaks Planko. I can get by in French. Like I can survive in French, but nothing stunning. Please do a staff control tower. Somebody else mentioned that as well. Oh, that's really annoying. Look, we're getting clipping already. I'll tell you what, we'll fix it. Somebody else mentioned a staffing control tower. I'm not sure this park has the scale for it. That's my only worry with that sort of thing, is that I do worry that the park scale isn't enough. This is going to be a really over the top wall. I hope it doesn't end up looking too much. I'm just going to come out and drop it down a bit. There we go. Carly, thank you guys. I've nearly 6-year-old son already. Starting to start all over again. Oh wow! Because do you know what? That's a big enough gap for it to knock you for 6 again, isn't it? That I really do wish you all the best with it. But I'm sure you're going to be fantastic if you've already managed to get a 6-year-old and do well. Okay, here's that. I feel like it should have a fence. I'm going to get rid of that piece and use a fence instead. Show us how you do the history boards like the one on the carousel. Yeah, we can go over that, definitely. We could do one about this sign even, maybe a little one. That could be cool. What did I want to do? Oh yeah, fence. I'll get rid of the E though, because for some reason some of them are called fencing. There's this thing which is like a big wooden one. I don't think any of these are really suitable, these new ones, apart from they are the best. These are the best fences in the game. This one, oh, it's lovely. I just think it's a bit too big. That one, wow, I can't wait to use that. I know exactly where I'm going to use that, in fact. Here, this one, maybe this, but lower. Right, so we just get the tip of it. Just the tip, baby. Like that. And we could still use the other piece to stop the clipping, couldn't we? So if we do that, okay, and then go back to columns and find that nice one that paints well. Is it you? There's a few that paint really well. I think it might be these, but you're going to be a bit thick, aren't you? Yeah, let's go for this one then. Parenting 102, big glass of G&T once they're in bed. Yeah, or a Budweiser. Yeah, there we go. What I want, keep them alive every day, that's it. Yeah, pretty much. If you can do that, you're laughing, aren't you? Hey, sorry, I'm at late conference at work, kept me and coming back to join the fun. What we're making, by the way, your work is amazing. Thank you, Jordan. We're making a bit of an old school sort of flower garden, wooden flower garden sign. It's turned out really quite nice, actually. John T isn't northern at all, cries. Who's asking me? I hate it when people request you build ridiculous things. Let me talk in Jonty's style. I've got to go, mate. See you later. I don't know what that's meant to be. I'm not northern at all. I'm from I live in the north relatively now, but I'm smack bang in the middle. I come from a place called the Midlands. We are in the middle of the land. And I speak with a Brummie accent that I try and hide. Don't you hate it when people request things? Seriously, you could build a park basket out of heart shapes for signs on top of that hill. Shush. I wanted to thank you, John, for mentioning my VW vans in the last video. Love your vids, keep up. Oh, humid, they're awesome. They're really, really nice looking. Make my things look like a pile of shite. Hashtag pipe. Why are we starting a hashtag? What's that going to get you? Not sure where John T is from, but he lives in Liverpool now, which is pretty northern. Yeah, it is. I'm originally from a place called Cannock in Staffordshire, though, which is just north of the West Midlands. It's really not. It's 2 or 3 hours southward. No, it's not, but it's north compared to the south. We're north of Watford Gap service station, so technically it's north. Yeah, so for anyone who lives in London, anything north of Watford Gap's northern. All right, let's click done on that and have a look at it. I think that's okay. It doesn't look too over the top, does it? I think I might maybe have a recolor of this and maybe yellow it a little. So it was once white. Yeah, it was once white. God only knows how many hours long drive for me. Hertfordshire Squad. There you go. See, southern. These history boards are really cool. And where's Oreo? Oreo is nowhere to be seen, actually. I have no idea where Oreo is. Maybe on the bed. Couldn't tell you, I'm afraid. Sorry. He's normally around, but not today. All right. Happy with that. I speak hella Californian, bro. It's dope. Right. That's about the 4th time I've had a sup on an empty beer bottle, so I'm going to be back in one moment. I'm going to leave you with the beautiful carousel music. Back. I'm back with beer. Look what I found. Look what I found hanging around the kitchen. Little spot there. I don't know if you can actually see him really well there. Oh, there we go. Hi, Ario. There he is. That's to choose the stuff behind him. I went to Costco today. Guess his butler has a day off. I know, how awful. Terrible, isn't it? Right, let's... okay, what's going on with pigeons, man? They're everywhere. Oh, he's going to have a little chew. Oreo has a thing. There's nothing wrong with him, by the way. Lesser spotted Oreo, yeah. There's nothing wrong with him. We've checked him out many times. He loves chewing on plastic bags, plastic film, anything like thin plastic. It's ridiculous. He loves it. Chews it to death. If you leave a carry bag around anywhere, he chews it to hell. He's fine. We thought it might have been a problem with his gums, you know, a way of him sort of dealing with that, but no, he has absolutely no issues with it at all. It's just a thing he does. Weird, huh? Right, okay. So he'll sit and chew that now because he knows he's got one. Beer and a kitten. Oh, I wouldn't call him a kitten. Although well, I suppose he's not far off being a kitten, I guess. He's of an age. So let's have a look. Let me have one more look at this. How does it look as you're coming up to it? I feel like it's still a bit too tall. I do. I feel like with the other bit, it should probably be closer to that. All right. Let's get in. Drag you up. There's hardly any actual brickwork in there now. I'm kind of going off that piece as well. Maybe not. Maybe let's just have it like that. Have these bits dragged down a little. Oh, I'll tell you what else we need to do actually. We need to make this the same colour as the yellowed fence. There we go. All three of my cats do that, John. They lick it and chew it if they can. I read they like the smell of plastic pheromones and stuff, I believe. There you go. So yeah, it's the weirdest thing. Worst case scenario, delete the file for... Oh, I have a backup. I have 2 backups on the PC and I have a backup on Steam. The UK is just a small island somewhere in Europe, but somehow managed to divide it into more countries than there are countries in the world. Yeah, I think. More counties than countries in the world. Yes, sorry. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Doesn't that noise drive you mad? It's the weirdest, honestly. The amount of times, though, like, that's fine. If you want to sit and chew that, it's no problem. It's loo roll and kitchen roll that we buy in bulk from Costco. It's cheaper. But sometimes you'll buy a gift bag, you know, for somebody's birthday, and you'll sit there watching TV, and you'll hear, and you'll go, oh no, and you'll run in. It's absolutely perforated, the amount of teeth marks in it. It's crazy. Yeah. Okay. Let's. This needs to come down a bit now. I feel like that should just sit on the gap there. Right, that I think is a bit better. Bit of spare cash splash. Here you go. Thank you, George. That's very kind of you, pal. That should now pop up on the screen in a moment once Streamlabs has figured it out. Do you know where to upload the haunted house ride you made in the other stream? No, do you know what? No, I just haven't been round to it. I'm sorry. We just kind of made that as a bit of a play with the new space, you know. I will if I remember. I will. I'm so sorry though. I'm very limited with my time to actually sit and do stuff. You know. There you go. It's popped up now. There you go, Jack. Thank you very much. And there we go. I'm pretty sure this is a straight run, so we should just be able to copy these across. Hello, I need advice on homework. Who's Shakespeare? Oh, he's old Bill. It's Winnie's lad. I know, bro. What do you know? Every dog does. What? Choose stuff. Yeah. It's just weird how it's like specifically plastic. It's just the weirdest thing. Google exists for a reason. I hope you're joking, but I suppose if you're young and American, you might not know who Shakespeare is. I guess, not that Americans don't know things, just that, you know, he's a bit of a big deal in the UK. Put lights for night time. Oh, we will. Yes, we will do lighting. Don't worry, we will be doing lighting. What I wanted to do was kind of get this. I think it's going to work out. I wanted it to be roughly equal. You see, across the logo. So that one's not quite, but it's okay. That's going to be the beginning of the curve. To be honest with you, it's actually going to stop there. Do the sub sound from something of Planko. I don't know what that means. Small carnival, circus, maybe carnival games. We're going to be using Rubel's awesome carnival games in the park. I'll be doing that hopefully this week. They really are fantastic. Going to be editing them slightly, obviously, because I think people would be a bit annoyed if I didn't. But yeah, we're going to be using those fantastic carnival games that you set up for Bro Coaster. Let's have a look. How's that look? Yeah, that's okay, isn't it? How do we like that? I think that's good, and I think it's not only, it doesn't look like a retaining wall or anything, it looks like a keep off the goddamn grass wall. That's what that wall looks like, doesn't it? I think, personally. How you doing, John C? I'm doing very well. Hello, world. Thank you so much for asking. Why are they expensive? Why what expensive? Oh, Alienware. Anything but an Alienware. Oh, they're a lot of money for what they are. Rubel, hi, welcome back. They're a lot of money for what they are, really. You're better off going to somewhere like Doghouse or something like that. I went to the Oregon Shakespeare Festival on vacation once. The whole town was built around the theatre festival. Oh, cool. How come the £2 has a stream goal? It has to be done manually. No, the stream goal is just for donations using the link in the description. Sorry. What I will do is add that at the end of the stream, yeah. So I can't do it while I'm in stream, I don't think. Although, hold on. Maybe I can. Alert box. It's that one, isn't it? No, goals. There we go. Hold on. If I can do it, I'll add it on because I know you're feeling bad about it. There we go. Goals, donation goal. Manage goal. Oh no, yeah. I had to do it off stream, unfortunately. But thank you very much. It all goes in the pot, though. A crow, a kingdom for a crow. There'll be a crow, don't worry. Maybe make a few of the fences a bit of a different colour. Yeah. Well, I've done. They're all a little off colour. I suppose what we could do is maybe not right in the middle, but we could go over here and maybe like do something like that. So it looks like it's been like kicked about a bit. That's cool, isn't it? Yeah, John, to pop a crow on the sign. What sign? I think he just means on a bench. We need to figure out lighting first. So how many have we got? From the P to the D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we could put one there, one there, one there, and one there, couldn't we? It's got to be those gorgeous little lights from the Spooky Pack. These things, oh man, they're stunning. They are genuinely my favourite thing in the Spooky Pack. Somebody was saying to me that the Spooky Pack isn't worth. Duty just told me the Geekism's live. Awesome. 30 minutes left and no coaster. What did you expect, Mr. Malova? Like we're building a coaster on stream. I'm hoping to get somebody who knows how to build coasters in to help me out, to be honest with you. Yeah, that's going to be the plan this time. Okay, let's do it that way. There we go, because then we'll be on the right line. Is this one going to be okay, or does it need to be the taller one? Let's have a look at the taller one. Lights. Extraordinaire has the best carnival stuff. Yeah, his stuff is really good. The problem is it's a little oversized for this park. It's really good. We've featured him a few times on the channel in the past, but I went back to have a look at it, and it's just a little big, unfortunately. Okay, now would they have though? They wouldn't have them, would they? Because they would be. And they wouldn't be like that either. What you call a nervous javelin thrower? Shakespeare. Very good. Very good. Huge Pinewood sign you just spent 2.5 hours making, John T. Having nibbling at a bush. Oh, I wouldn't call it a sign, but yeah, okay. Crows don't eat bush. They eat worms and stuff, don't they? Coasters are so last year. I know, yeah. Theme parks. Security gates. Broken down vending machines. That's where it's at. Oh, I don't know what to do with lighting. I mean, we could always get something like that. We don't have to use the new stuff. I do quite like that one still. Although it's just a bit big, isn't it, really? I'm so used to using the smaller stuff these days. There's that. There's whatever that is. Yeah, I feel like that's too tall. Even though we've used them elsewhere, I feel like that's too tall. I feel that would get in the way of the sign. But no, I'm going to go for it. In fact, what we'll do it so it doesn't get in the way of the sign. We'll have it here, and we'll have it here. I know these aren't on the right buildings, but I don't care. And we'll have it here. Okay, so that's going to be the P lighting, it's called. That is P lighting, that's known as. It's funky round glow from them, which is quite nice. Come out of it. But that isn't, obviously that's not lighting up the sign. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go back in using, it's either going to be these or the other little pointy one, I think. So let's bring these up and have a look. What about the Aces Republic of Gamers? Chat's gone ahead of me, sorry. I love how you take your time and not rush through it all. You put a lot of work into, a lot of love into work. I try, yeah. Sometimes we rush if I really want to get something done. But yeah, other times there's no point in rushing, is it? The fun is playing the game. You know, the fun is not rushing. Yeah, good. Glad it's noticed. So the options for the logo are either this one. I mean, it won't stay there. I want to see what the light lands like though, so I can never remember which is which. This one or this one. Yeah, it's not that one, is it? It's going to be the other one. This one, yeah. So I'm going to put you like that, and then we're going to bring you down. Or actually, there is another one, isn't there? There's this one. So let's have a look. You are doing nothing. Circle light. Do you mean like the big RGB one? I feel like that's a bit too. That's going to be too much. I feel like that's going to be a nicer, like subtler light. I kind of like the fact that it hardly actually lights up the sign. It misses. It misses. Kind of like that. Let's try it a little bit more in though. Yeah, kind of like that. So we'll put one of those on each. Of these. Plastic bags hurts Oreo's feeling he's backed up and he's sulking now. Yeah. Oh look, he's all killed up having a little kip. He's just kipping. How long are you streaming for? Another 25 minutes. Streams on 9 PM. There we go. There. Okay, that lights it up quite nicely, I think. Maybe just stop calling people. Oh, yeah, that's not a nice word to use. Yeah, you're gonna have to go, pal. Sorry. Yeah, we don't use that word. Sorry, I think he's not around today. Andrew's not here to keep an eye on people like that. Sorry. He works shifts, so he comes and goes. When you realise you've been 2 minutes behind the whole time. Yeah, it happens. I do it sometimes with the chat. I sit and read chat that's already gone. What Planet Coaster theme park would you like to be recreated in real life? I'd love to see Koala Beach. I would love to see Koala Beach. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Right, I think that's pretty good. I want to. There's something I'm going to want to try. With this. There we go. Right, okay. All right. I want one of these not to work, first of all. So it's going to be this one. I've just decided. You're going to not work. Actually, there's an easier way of doing that, isn't there? We can turn the trigger on. Actually, no, I still want it that because I want the actual thing to look black. There we go. Yeah, okay. So you're going to not work. And I think the other thing I want to do there, this is going to be tricky, but I want to try and come into here and add a sequence, okay? So make a trigger sequence. I'm going to connect you. Confirm, okay. Alright, I'm going to go back into here a second. Flip a lamppost 180 and just have the base showing, then sink another in at a custom height right way up. Unfortunately, the base is like a big cone like that, so it doesn't quite look right, unfortunately. Is it lights in the flowers? Bye, Jonty. Thanks for being the best. Catch you later. Cheers, Gamer Boy. See you later. You missed the one on the far left. I did, but I've done that on purpose because I just want it light in the Pinewood. Like this wall will carry on round, but I only want these on where the actual logo is. You see, one thing I realised I have done is kind of put these the wrong way around. So hold on a minute. On spin, let's duplicate all these. Okay. 0.3, 0.6, 5.5, 9.7, 8, 8.4, 8.8, and 12. Seems like it'll be acceptable enough. Okay, done. Extra. So now what will happen is that the idea here is that like the bulb's going, and every now and again it'll just flicker like that, and it'll just go off randomly because it's synced to the thingy. Any non-creative types you're excited for? For me, Super Mario Odyssey and Wolfenstein 2. Ooh, Red Dead Revolver 2. Red Dead Redemption 2, sorry. Although I hate the name, it should be called Red Dead something else, because Red Dead Redemption's already 2. Why is there a fence that's not in the same line as the others? It's because the fence will carry on around the path. But I'm just finishing the fence as is in front of the Pinewood sign at the moment. So that's the idea. What system do you have to play this? I have a i7 4770K, GTX 780, 16 GB RAM. Okay, so I want to just sit here and just check that works. Chester Wood Adventure, please do a vlog. I will do a vlog when I go, but at the moment I haven't gone. I feel like it should go off more often. Let's can we... I'm not sure. Is he down? We have a sleeping baby, ladies and gentlemen. It's took a while from the sounds of things. Yep. But yeah, yep. But we have a sleeping baby. I hate to say the T word, but we've got a feeling he might possibly be starting to teeth. So you know what, comes to us all, doesn't it? I guess. I need to change. Yeah, the only problem I've done here is that it's the 2 second lights in are the ones that are broken, and it just needs to be a little bit more random. Oh, there you go. It's flickering. Look. Yeah, look at that. Okay, off screen I might make that a bit more regular so that it's just constantly flickering. Finally caught you screaming. Hi, Peter. I meant the fence under the D. On the Pinewood, it's on its side. Oh yeah, it's broken. Some kids kicked it in or something. Little shits. Right, there we go. Kind of happy with that, you know. I mean, the other thing we can do. I'm not too sure how happy I am about them. Oh, this area needs lighting up. We can do that, can't we? Oops. You should put a mascot in front of that sign. I think, yeah, I'm trying to decide what mascots I want to use because I'm not sure about them. Like I like them all, but they're all really over the top, and I'm not sure there's any that really fit this park. It would probably be something like the spooky guy, just because he looks so wooden and awkward, like in a really good way. I don't know. Maybe just King Coaster. He's pretty solid, isn't he? I guess. Can we do? No, they're gonna have to sit with the wire out. That's fine. There we go. Do you think Planet Coaster will work on a MacBook Pro? No. Well, it will, but it wouldn't work very well. You wouldn't be able to do this sort of stuff with it at all. Let's just move them over. Sorry for being quiet, but just can't get them right. Okay, yeah. So I've put some like spots up here. I don't really know how I feel about them, but they're lighting up these trees. So from here, I think it looks great, but from here, I'm just not sure about them sitting there. We still need a crow. Yeah, we do. Gulpy is a sponsor. Oh, yeah, Gulpy would probably work, actually. My favourite is Gulpy Rex, you're right. And he would work because they would spend a bit of money on him because he's a costume or something. Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea, actually. Make your own out of art shapes. No, I don't want to do that. No chance. I don't really like using the art shapes for that sort of thing. I think it makes everything look too blocky and shiny. Don't get me wrong, there are people who are amazing at it. People like SP Ridley are just ridiculously good at that sort of stuff, but everything I do looks like a nasty wet fart. So yeah, well, anyway, what I was saying, oh yeah, but lighting them up there. So what you could maybe do is you could have a little bit of lighting up here. Not sure it'll actually even reach over there, to be honest. Oh, it does a little, but not much. Because the other thing we need to start doing is looking at path lighting, because, hell, this place is, like, it's not too dark, but, like, here is dark. When we have this space here to do something with, because of how the funky paths work. Really want more animal animatronics like horses and deer. Yeah, more animatronics I'd love. Disney World videos and randomness. Will you ever do a video on your Disney? We will get back there. Yes, we will. Maybe test out some of the new rides or coasters. Yeah, I think I might go and do a spooky area in there, to be honest with you. You're so wrong, Janty. Those trucks are awesome, and it's largely art shapes. Yeah, no, the trucks, they're fine. Anything that's not shiny in real life, if that makes sense. So characters. Like I've seen people trying to do like animals with them and stuff. I just don't think they look very good. Like I say, I think the only person who really gets it is SP Ridley. Some of the stuff, especially what he's done for Delay Designers, Alice in Wonderland ride, is awesome. Hi, John. I'm sorry, ladies. No problem. Keeper, welcome aboard. What's my opinion on Parkitect? I think it's a fantastic little game. I can't wait to get back to it, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's a great game. Do you know what I've just realised with this whole thing here? It's a bit... No, it's not. It's not a bit off. I was going to say it's a bit off center, isn't it? But it's not. It's because we've added these bits on here. It is in the right place. I mean, it's off center of the park, but I like that. I like the fact that it's not dead on. It's been put where they can. Oh, it looks good from there as well, doesn't it? Yee, I like that. I feel like we should have a couple of bigger bushes, where we've got some of the the gaps here. So like here, I feel like this should be a bigger bush. So let's just jump in and do that quickly before we start wrapping things up. There we go. And here, I don't want it to be too like out of place, you know. There. And the other option is we could look at doing something like the odd flowery bush as well. Rock work, I suppose, is an option as well. We've got no rock work in here. Probably the place you would get some rock work, isn't it? So, oh yeah, this is gonna really change the look of the place. This is what we needed all along. Yeah. Okay. The one thing I'm really loving about rockwork here as well is that we can change up and use different kinds of rock. It's something I wasn't really doing in the last park. I was using just tropical rocks in the tropical area. I was using just western rocks in the western area, and actually sort of a nice combination of all of them is really what makes things pop. I mean, you could even, I wouldn't use that much tropical in here, but a little bit of tropical actually sort of adds a bit of a nice thing. Gotta run, great stream, man. Cheers, Rubel. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging around. You're more than welcome here anytime, pal. Let's do some small rocks as well. There we go. Whoop. There we go. That's good. Don't do too much. We'll be back in just 1 minute. You need to go PP. Okay, mention my name. You'll get a good seat. I'm going to do a little bit of work like this. A little bit of rock work, nothing major. I feel like this dent here, this little dead area needs some. Like that's normally what happens, isn't it? Like the rocks, they're not singular rocks. They're ground that have just sort of become known due to the grass wearing away. That's the sort of idea, isn't it? I think. This sort of like sheet, slate one. There we go. Very wooden, very open. I love it. Thank you for the stream. Great job. You're very welcome. I'd love to see a ride like Colossus Thought Park here in the future. Maybe Pinewood has saving up and was able to afford it, kind of like Blackpool and Nikon. Yeah, that's going to be the idea. Right, we're going to be doing a 40s area, which is what we're doing now. Like original park, carousel, chair-a-plane, things like that, a Woody. And then we're going to have a 60s expansion, an 80s expansion, and a noughties expansion. We'd like us, and we're going to try and do like the sort of the first million sort of expansion. A classic steel coaster with a single loop and lots of trees around it. I don't know if we'll do something like that. Maybe something like Corkscrew is what I'm thinking. Like a sort of classic steel inversion coaster. You know, couple of loops, couple of corkscrews, that sort of thing. That's probably what I'm thinking we're going to be doing. Have you seen Theme Park Badger yet? He's made an excellent replica of Thought Park in Minecraft. No, cool. Don't really do much on Minecraft these days. On the carousel, you need to get organ music and put it as music. It's got organ music. There you go. There's the organ music. How many credits? 27. Oh, do you know what? I am counting, but I'm not massive into it. I think I'm in my 40s, something like that. 43, I think, or something. The theme. Corkscrew was the first post driver. I think it probably was mine as well. You know, Pete. Actually, I think it probably was mine. 61. Good. Yeah, I'd love to get it up higher. We struggle in the UK there, don't we? Because we haven't really got that much. Billboard generator is amazing. You should all check it out. It really is, actually. Yeah. Let me get it up and put a link in the stream, in the description. It's very cool. Copy link. There we go. There we go. I put a link in the description there. It's to a really great little billboard generator for Planco. It does ride waiting times, store billboards as well, follow menus. Really good. PP was great, by the way. I'm so awesome. I'm glad you had a great time. We haven't really done much, to be honest with you. We just messed around with the Pinewood logo a little bit here. Really quite happy with how it's turned out. Like I said, I'm not going to carry the fence on too much because I don't really know what's going to go here. I'm thinking... Okay, so either... okay, you can help me out with this, actually. See what you think. Love to see a plaque on the family owners, why and how they started the park. Yes, it is going to be family owned, but maybe taken over by a company now. What we're going to do, I've decided now, by the way, is we've kept this one road running this way. That's going to go up to the campsite. We're going to keep this road running this way. And it's going to come to here, which is going to be Pinewood Manor. So the idea is it's going to be a stately home. There's some really nice terrain here. I might try and keep that terrain. Stately home that has opened its grounds up to a theme park, so very much Alton Towers style. Yes, that's kind of what I'm going to go for. So that's why we've got. So it's going to be the Freestaff family. So we have Lady Freestaff II here already. God love her. She's there hanging out. So it's going to be the Freestaff family. I've just realised that she's floating. So we'll fix that. There you go, sweetheart. You get down there. Getting an early chance. Great stream again, bro. Wifey's fully recovered from her up. Take care, bro. Keep the good word. That's awesome news. I'm so glad she's doing well. That really is great. Pinewood looks really good from here. I would really enjoy visiting Cedar Point one day, especially for Steel Vengeance, man. That looks awesome. So like Alton Towers, like Alton Towers is now owned by an outside company. I'm gonna what we're going to be doing is here. We've got staff parking here. This staff parking is going to open up to a HR building here. It's going to be sort of Pinewood Amusements Limited building here. And then everything down here then is going to be Pine Forest. But we're going to have Pinewood Amusement there. So we're going to have a run across. We're going to have a staff room up there as well. So the odd staff member comes here and wanders in. The one thing I would like some help on, actually. So first of all, we had this area. I'm going to pretty much make this like a golf cart station. Maybe a bit of old storage, bit of signs, that kind of thing. I think that's a good shout. Here, there is going to be a chair-a-plane ride. So let's have a look. This guy here. So it's either can go here. Why can't it go there? You're just too near the funky ground. Is that what it is? What on earth is the reason for you not being able to fit there? That's interesting, isn't it? What's there? Nothing. How strange. Anyway, yeah, so there's going to be a chair plane either... it's just a little bit too close to the path, isn't it? I thought you could put stuff on paths now, maybe just not rides still. Yeah, but it's definitely the path that it's having trouble with. So there's going to be a chair plane either there, or, I mean, I kind of decided putting it down, to be honest, because the other option is over here, and I think that's a bit too much of a squeeze. Let's just get rid of this path. Yeah, so the other option is there. With it coming over this gap here, so we're going to have like a retaining wall on one side. But which of those? I mean, you can look at it from here if you want. It's too close to the path. That's interesting. Speaking exam. You just have an exam to prove you can speak. Oh well, no, they have speaking exams. Good luck, Nicholas. By the way, yeah, for languages, don't they? You know. Chair swing looks more like a carousel. You can't see the carousel. Carousel's in its own box. I love the chair swing though. It's so classic. We've got to keep the stuff that's around in the 40s as well. Would cause guess. I guess is okay. Hi, Geekism. Hi. Yes, French. So which of those do you think is better? Bear in mind the backstage area from this building will most likely just come along here and down. So we'll have another backstage area. Can you add speakers to the path up to the entrance on the road playing Welcome to Play Coaster? We have it already. They're here. There you go. Say heels in Dutch. Huuvels. Hey, here I am. Hiya, Planko Carl. We've got about 3 minutes left, mate. I'm glad you could join us. So yeah, they're your options. But if you're wondering what these one, we shared them on Twitter, but that's going to be what the video's about, and also that building as well. So I'm not going to mention it too much. But those are your options. I kind of like the idea of it coming up over the path as well. To be honest, the ride entrance staff are not listed as staff. No, they're not. They stay where they stay put. Yeah, I think that one over the building looks neat, doesn't it? Just popping over the building like that one. Although that one would have the backdrop of a coaster. I think that one is the way to go. That looks neat, doesn't it? The one next to the building is too close to the road. Well, it is and it isn't. Like, part of me thinks that's quite cute that it's near the road, and of course it doesn't have to be near the road. We can, this road can be moved. God, this road's not doing anything really. This is just a little straight bit. In fact, it doesn't even look very good straight, does it? So we can totally adjust it a little. Kind of like the fact that it's a bit near the road though. Like we could do something like this. To be honest, once it gets past this area here, which is going to be a building, it can come right up to the I mean obviously we can't do that. Whoop. I fucking love the delete key on paths. It's so much fun. We can do something more like this. That might actually be better, to be honest, if we do something like this. In fact, they can all go because it's not going anywhere just now. And then it can come back in again like that. They wouldn't build a ride that overlooks backstage, especially in the 40s. See, they would, though, because they didn't really care about that kind of stuff. Not necessarily in the 40s, but in these little parks, they didn't care about that. Like, if you go to places like Blackpool, you can constantly see the bins and stuff from rides. Like it's very much the whole not being able to see backstage is a complete Disney thing. Really, they were the ones who started it, and other parks have taken it on since. But yeah, for the most part, like they have no problem with being able to see backstage in smaller parks. You can put a speed limit road sign on the main, make it look real. Yeah, we've got loads to do on that road. Yeah, please make trackless ride like Ratatouille, as you said in the Spooky DLC pack overview. We might do in the other park. I don't think it would work here at all, to be honest with you. Make an Oreo build. The whole thing's an Oreo build. When do you stream Planet Coaster? So I can watch the whole thing next time. We stream at every Tuesday at 7 p.m. British summertime, which is GMT. So whatever time it is in London, 7 p.m. is the time we trade. It may well be moving a little later. We may well be doing 8 till 10. Surprised you didn't do a Machinki live stream so we could all give you advice. All of it contradictory and flat out wrong. Do you know what? You're just gonna have to reply in comments because that thing would be crazy. You're gonna make a 40s diner and restaurant? Not here because this is at a British park, so we wouldn't have had diners back then. But what we will be doing in the 60s area, when we not necessarily themed on the 60s, but built in the 60s, Americana was huge in the UK. So we're actually going to be building a bit of an American-themed area for our 60s area. So it's going to be, diners, hot rods, James Dean and all that sort of stuff. That's kind of the plan. How did you make the logo for Pinewood? This one here, it's bushes. That's all that is. And then the rest is all done in Photoshop. Somebody wanted to know about Photoshop. What was it? Oh, yeah, this sign. It's a minute past 9. Okay, let's quickly have a look at this sign in Photoshop. I'll bring it up. Old Tales isn't heavily themed like Disney. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Can I speak Planko? No, but there's a dictionary online. I just look stuff up. I don't think it's quite full enough to be able to have a conversation with it yet. But James Stan's doing a fantastic job with it, and comes up with a word every time I throw one at him. Let's have a look. There it is. Through the years edit. Whoops. Bye. Cheers, Lego Luke. Bye. How big is the feast place going to be? Pretty much the size it is now, with a couple of flats and a coaster at the back of it. Rock and roller coaster kind of thing in the 60s area. Yeah. That not that ride, but that kind of theme. Yeah. Billy Butling was very much against the Magic Bean spoiler. Oh, okay, well, I'll look into it. But from what people who know more about parks than I do have told me is that it really isn't much of an issue. How did I get the double carousel? It's the carousel in the game. It's the only one in the game. Love the stream. Thanks, Lego Luke. Thanks for stopping by, pal. So here we go. So Pinewood through the years. This is what we're using. So we've basically just got layers. Basically, it's all just text. So it sits there, and then what will happen is, so for instance, we'll do the chair plane next. So we'll come in here and we'll go down to Venetian. Oh, let's do carousel. Don't really know what to call the chair plane. We need some ideas for it. And we'll do that basically, and we'll change the year to whatever year it was built. So the idea with the carousel was that it was already existing in the park in the 1780s. Yeah, there is. That's where we're going to have the classic sort of steel corkscrew coaster. You spelled amusement wrong. Oh yeah, was it you pointed that out to me in the comments? You're right. Look, there it is. I'll change it now while I see it, and I'll resave it in a minute. And apparently the NARA is near enough a real thing as well. So there you go. Yeah, so I just have that, and it's there ready for whenever I need it. Let's just shrink you down. Do you have a Discord message? I do, Kevin. Yeah, but I'm live streaming, mate, so I can't do anything about it, pal. Yeah, I'll get to it when I can. But if he's asking me to have a look at something for you, the answer's no, unfortunately. But just because I get 10, 15 of them a week asking to take a look at something, and if I did, it's all I would do, unfortunately. So all I can recommend, if it's something you're struggling with, check the channel for tutorial videos, or check other series for tutorial videos as well. There's some great tutorial content from Silverette, or ask on the official forums or on Shy Guys World. It would be my recommendations. Wondering how you transfer the poster you're making now into the game. So what you do is you save it into your documents. Let me just bring these over so I don't show you anything that you shouldn't see. Inside your documents, there's some really random folders in here, but nothing I don't think you can see. Okay, so inside documents there will be a folder called Frontier Developments, and in there there should be one called Planet Coaster, and in Planet Coaster there's user media, user music, so all your things go in user media, and that's it, simple as that. And then once they're in user media, once you're in the game, you can select them here from this folder here, and they're all there. Okay. Or ask on Discord. There's a community. Oh yeah, ask on Discord as well. They're a really friendly bunch over there. There we go. It is now but not then. Good old Photoshop, what are you working on? Well, you just missed us, mate. We have been working on this. There, that's what we've been working on. Love the parking lot. Yeah, we're getting there with it. Still got a lot of work to do. We've got the sort of you know, the priority parking down here, and then this will be the main one that we will get to eventually, and this will just be like a nice little woodland area. Love the stream. Got to go now. Bye, John T, and bye all. Thanks, Nicholas. Best of luck with your test, mate. I hope it all goes well. So yeah, there we go. I'm going to start wrapping up. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a like. Even if you're watching live, give us a like. It carries on over. That wide worm, yeah, Pete, he's a dodgy, and that wide worm one is. Yeah, give us a like. Thank you so much for the donations. It all goes straight back into supporting the channel. Thank you so much for following. Welcome to all new subscribers we picked up on the stream. Glad you've enjoyed it. Hope you've enjoyed it. Keep an eye on the channel for the next episode of Pinewood, where you're going to see what all this building is over here properly. And we'll probably do a bit of work on this. I think that is a spot-on place for the aeroplane. In fact, you know what? I don't care that it's near the road. I think that's cool. I kind of like the fact that it's near the road. I think that's quite realistic. But I'll probably be told different by N7 and Mass Bandit, and I'll change it. But there you go. Thanks so much, folks, and I'll see you next week. Welcome, Transformers. I'll see you next week, folks. See you later. Bye now.